Right guys, so welcome to another video. Today we're going to be working on the Fiesta again. You guys are absolutely loving this series. You're smashing that like button, which is absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to be fitting the O2 sensor, see if we can get rid of this engine management light, and also the seat clips. I've managed to get some seat clips for the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort all that out, and I've also got another issue which I'm going to talk to you about now. Just come out, as you can hear, car don't start. So to me, we've got a dead battery, but what I'm going to do in the next episode is we're going to diagnose this problem and find out what the issue is. There's a few things that I can test that are a cheaper option first, which we'll get to in another video. So like I said, I'm going to replace these clips. I can't find any clips for the rear seats, so if you guys can hook me up and find out if you can get me some rear clip seats for this. I've been to a scrapyard. I can't get any. I've had to buy these brand new, these seat clips. As you can see, I'm going to smash that on the screen now of how much they cost. Also, we've already added the O2 sensor into this as well, so I don't need to smash that as well and let you guys know how much that costs. So far, we're trying to do this as cheap as possible. I've got a price on batteries and such already, again, like I said, but we'll do that in another episode. I'll save that for another time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump straight in and change this O2 sensor. So, looking at the engine, as you can see, dreaded thing. O2 sensor is literally sat just there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove all this. This is basically the intake and stuff that has all your filter and everything in. There should be another pipe here, like I said, but we're going to get one. So I'm going to go ahead, remove this. It's 1, 2. I think you also have to... I actually think that's it, possibly. Yeah, it looks like just those 2 bolts, but we'll see. 10mm socket. So that's off. As you can see, we've got a load of grime and that there. I'm going to probably clean that up. But this pipe just literally pulls off after you've undone them 2 bolts. It's as simple as that. Obviously, if you had the cold air feed, you'd have to disconnect that as well. But sat back here, as you can see, we have got our O2 sensor. O2 sensor, just push this down, unplug. Then what you want to do is you need a O2 removal socket. You can get these from many places, Alfords and such. This basically just slots over the side like so, and this allows you to twist it and obviously get it out. So I'm going to do that now. You don't really need to see that, it's just basically the simple things. This is a 22mm sensor socket, but they are usually 22mm anyway, all standard usually. Right guys, so obviously here you can see the old one right here. It's absolutely burnt to a crisp, so this is the new one that we're going to do. Be very careful, these don't knock them, because obviously they are very, very easy to mess up. So literally follow the process again. That took some coming out, not going to lie, but it's out. So I'm just literally going to put this back in and tighten it up and then plug it all back in. Right, so these don't need to be very tight. You don't have to do them really, really tight. Once that's done, literally, if you want to give that a clean inside there, you can do, but you don't have to. So literally, push it straight back in, let it clip. Jobs are good, and then you want to put all your stuff back on here, which is the 2 bolts. That literally takes 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Right, guys. So obviously, with that all done. It is a bit dark, but like I said, you will understand later on in the video. I will explain it. But now that's done, what we're going to do is just get rid of this code. So turn the ignition on when it focuses, and press any key to continue. So any key to continue. So it's linking to the vehicle. What we're going to do is just wipe this code off. And the way we find out if this has fixed the problem is wait to see if the code comes back up. So what we'll do now is read codes. No, read codes. Come on, no, that's exit. Let's actually know what we're doing, shall we? Come on. Right, so heater control circuit, bank 1 sensor. That means obviously the sensor on the front. So let's exit that. Exit. Erase codes. Are you sure? Yes. So erase is done. So that will take our code off of the screen. So what we're going to do now, as you can see there, code is gone. For this to actually make sure that this is fixed, like I said, we're going to have to come back to this another day and just double check that the code doesn't come back up when we're sorting other faults out. Obviously we'll have to keep turning the engine on for other things that we want to sort out, obviously the battery and everything else, and I've just dropped that, but never mind. So yeah, what we're going to do now is I'm going to jump straight to me fixing the clips on the seats. It does explain, I do explain why it's dark, as you can see. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Right guys, so I'm going to replace the clips on the seat. So what I'm going to do, I was going to do the other side as well, but one's been damaged in transit, so I can't really use that. But you need a flathead underneath here. Push that side and then push this side in towards each other, and then this thing should just pull straight up. Right, so once that's off, you need to get something to grab this, and you need to pull it so the seat pulls forward. Obviously, you won't be replacing these if it was working perfectly fine. So always need to pull it forward as well. This gives you some slack for when you're putting your new one on. So when you got these, make sure you check in. Obviously this is the right driver's side, so this bit here is what you have to unclip. That's what was unclipped on the old one. This is a new one, so what you want to do is you need to make sure you put this over the top. This sits just behind here in this ridge, so once you push it down you need to make sure this is loose, so when this is all connected and pushed back, when you lift the handle it should snap that into place on here, which is just down there. See right there, it's clipped itself in, so it's got it into the gap. So now you should be able to push your seat forward. And we can! Way! Nah, obviously the other side, it's, like I said, it's broke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another one sent out. They should recover the postage cost. Basically what had happened, this is the old one, but the clip had snapped underneath exactly like that. So yeah, stuff happens. Right guys, so that's obviously the seats done. Now if you're wondering probably in this video why it's dark while I'm doing the O2 sensor but it was light, that's because I was waiting for a part, but you guys aren't going to see it in that order, but I thought I'd tell you. Basically the O2 socket, I can't find mine anywhere, so I've had to go and get another one. Put the hat straight, shall we? You know, merchandise and all that. But the socket wouldn't be there till 4 o'clock, so I've filled in the time by obviously doing the clips instead. But what I'm going to do is chuck in this video quickly. Obviously we have the issue with the car not starting, but what I do have is I do already have some fuses, so I have a fuse set. So I'm going to change the starter fuse, which is a 30 amp green fuse, which is located behind this bad boy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off, replace this fuse, and just rule that out as a cheaper option. I already had the fuses. Everybody should have some fuses, so that's not going to be accounted onto the price of the actual project for itself. Same with tools as well. If I have to go and buy any other tools, that's not going to be accounted for as well, just because of the fact that they're going to get used on every single project. So you know, it's one of the things that it's like a investment. So yeah, I'm going to jump straight into this and get back to you. Right guys, so you might see a bit of reflection because we need a little bit of light under here. I'm using a new thing to record with, just so I've got steady hands. So basically to get this off, it was two screws underneath, Phillips, 1, 2, pull straight out. Excuse me. So underneath here, this is our fuse box. So they, I believe, are K fuses. This here, this 30 amp right here, is a our starter fuse. So this is what we're going to replace. We're going to replace that 30 amp fuse. What we are going to do is, like I said, replace that. If you're not sure what fuses are which, look online for a guide. I may even add one in the description if you guys have got a Mark 6 Fiesta. But that is basically what we're going to replace right there. The 30 amp in here is the green. So, like I said, it's literally straightforward. Pull it out. You should have some fuse removal tool. If not, use some pliers, but be very, 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 very gentle. Right guys, so before we go any further, I just want to show you this, look. That's the old fuse, look how burnt it is, and that's the new fuse. This is why it's important to make sure you check, obviously, the cheapest option first. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be the fix of the problem, but obviously that needed replacing, looking at that. So I'm going to go ahead, put it in. So fuse is replaced. What I'm going to do now, gear her turnover. She may not start up, but I'm going to do is I'm going to jump start her and leave her running for a bit and see if that has fixed our problem. and I'll get back to you. Right guys, so as you can see, that fuse was quite bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and start her up now. She may not start, she may do. The O2 sensor still hasn't been done yet. I'm still waiting on that part, but it has actually been done because it was in the beginning of the video. Inception. Right, so obviously that's not wanting to start. So what I might do is I might give her a jump start, like I said, and then obviously leave it to run for a bit. Once she's ran for a bit, then obviously this will tell us if we have a problem with the battery or the alternator, if it obviously comes dead when we come to it tomorrow morning or whichever, or do you know what I mean, another day. So that was just basically a rule. It did start up once, I will point that out, after I'd changed the fuse. So it did actually start up straight away, but I wanted to get it on camera for you guys, but it just doesn't want to start up again. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to obviously gear a bit of a jump start, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to you, but obviously the O2 sensor will have been done by this time of this jump start. See, you're all confused now. So 1.4 turbo, of course, E to the rescue. So if you guys actually want to see a review on this, do let me know, because I'm insured on this car as well. So yeah, just let me know about that. So we're basically just letting the battery charge up, and we're going to do it again. We're going to charge it up, leave it running for a bit, and then what we're going to do is leave it overnight or a couple of days, and then in the next video we'll pick up this and see what's gone off. Right guys, so that's it for this video. She's ticking over. So like I said, a little recap: we've changed the O2 sensor on the front of the car, we've also changed the clips, we've changed the fuse, we've also jump started the car as well to see if obviously what our issue is with starting up. So what I'm going to do now is, after she's been running for a little bit, I'm going to leave her running for about half an hour, 25 minutes, and then what I'm going to do is tomorrow morning or in the next video, when I next work on it, is I'm going to check, see if the situation's sorted itself out. If it's not sorted itself out, then we need to look at the battery and the alternator, but that is another episode. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. You guys have been smashing this series and I appreciate it. So it's cold. See you guys in the next one. Peace.